Papa's guitar hangs by the window where the afternoon turns brown. Dust has gathered on the headstock since the day we laid him down. The strings are dark with fingerprints. The wood is split beside the scene. It looks too small to hold a lifetime, too heavy to become a dream. My father's empty guitar still leans into the room. It never plays a single note, but keeps me listening to. He carried it through county bars, through weddings, wakes, and fights. He came home smelling like the highway, with another song each night. My mother said the songs were trouble, wrapped in chords and cheap perfume. He said a man could lose his soul if he gave us all room. I touched the lower string and felt the whole house move. He took the guitar from my hands and sang, "There's nothing here to prove." Later through the bedroom wall, I heard him pray one phrase again and again until the morning, like a door he could not raise. My father's empty guitar knows every road he chose. He keeps the weight of every hand in every place he could not go. My father's empty guitar still waits beside the wall. I fear that if I tune the string, I'll hear him to them all. The case still holds a broken capo, 2 receipts and 1 hotel key, a photograph of 3 young players like the room is leaving, and the floor let you stand. I read those words, I closed the cage, but still they stay inside the place. My father's empty guitar knows every road he chose. It keeps the weight of every hand, and every place he could not go. My father's empty guitar still waits beside the wall. I fear that if I tune the string, I'll hear him through them all. Maybe blood is only with, maybe names are only sound. Maybe sons are not the echo of the men who came before. Maybe wood remembers pressure, furnace after midnight, where every window stayed black. The foreman kept the hours in pencil, so he could always take them back. I learned to sleep beneath the whistle, to eat with grease upon my hands, and spend money before morning like daylight wouldn't understand. Morning cannot collect what the night never wrote. No paper, no witness, no hand at your throat. Morning cannot collect, that is what I believed, until the sun found every pocket I had emptied in the dark. I owe the landlord 3 Fridays, the grocer 2, and someone else. A woman waited by the doorway with my last name on a shelf. I said, give me one more evening, by dawn I'll make the numbers right. Then lost the money in a back room where every clock had stopped at night. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. My brother found me near the rail yard with iron dust across my coat. He said, you keep outrunning daylight, but daylight never leaves the road. I laughed and told him men like us were born already owing time. He said, debt is not the burden, it's the habit of the lie. One more shift, one more drink, one more hour before I think. One more hand, one more claim, one more night without my name. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. I saw the sunrise through the smokestacks, turn the river dull and red. Every roof became a ledger, every window counted dead. No judge came down to name me, no sheriff crossed the yard, but every light revealed a number I had hidden in the dark. I reached inside my coat that morning for the wages I had spent. Found one key, a bent receipt, and nothing I could call regret. Then I heard the factory whistle and watched the gates begin to close. There's a debt the morning can't collect, but morning keeps the fire. It writes the balance in your posture and the distance in your smile. There's a debt the morning can't collect until you stop and count. Not every loss is money, not every bill has an amount. Morning opened every window, I had nowhere left to hide. I got 2 matches left and 1 cigarette. A road full of promises I haven't broken yet. My shoes are nearly finished, my money went last night. I got 2 matches left, loading miles before the light. 1 for the darkness, 1 for the dawn, 1 for the woman who believes that I am gone. I can burn another memory or turn myself around. I got 2 matches left and 1 road back to town. I slept beneath the bridge beam with the river running low. Dreamed I heard her calling from a house I used to know. The wind came through my jacket, the moon cut through the trees. A man can walk from everything except his memories. 1 for the darkness, 1 for the dawn, 1 for the woman who believes that I am gone. I can burn another memory or turn myself around. I got 2 matches left and 1 road back to town. a cigarette. I watched the fire die. The second stayed between my hands beneath the paling sky. Some fires keep you running, some fires lead you home. One for the darkness, one for the dawn. I saved the final flame for the porch light coming on. She stood there in the doorway without making any sound. I had one match still burning when I walked back into town. 2 matches were enough. Came in wearing summer, in the middle of the cold, with sugar on your language and a silence made of gold. You touched the glass between us like you knew where it would break, then smile the kind of smile that makes a careful man mistake. Honey on the razor, sweet against the tongue. You never had to cut me. I was leaning in enough. You knew the names of every road I swore I would not take. You knew the hour I lost my nerve, the year I learned to fake. You never asked for promises, you only left the door half open like a question I had answered once before. Honey on the razor, gold along the blade. You made the danger beautiful and watch me call it fate. Honey on the razor, warm beneath the light. I tasted something close to love and carried home the night. Your room smelled like tobacco, rainwater and perfume. A red dress on the window hook, a shadow in the room. You said nothing lasts forever, as though forever had a price. Then placed your hand against my chest and asked me not to think twice. No chains, no lies, no promise. promise in your eyes. No prayer, no sign, just your hand closing over mine. Honey on the razor, gold along the blade. You made the danger beautiful, and watch me call it fate. Honey on the razor, warm beneath the light. I tasted something close to love and carried home the knife. Maybe I confused the warning for a language meant for me. Maybe hunger makes a doorway out of what the wise would leave. Maybe sweetness is not kindness, maybe softness is not peace. Maybe every wound begins with something asking to be believed. I found your note beside the mirror, 6 words written in your hand. You knew exactly what this was, and still I could not understand. Honey on the razor, nothing left to hide. The sweetness disappeared by morning, but the cut remained alive. Honey on the razor, no anger and no blame. You only showed me what I wanted, and I gave it your name. I washed the blade in water, but the water stayed the same. The last glass stood behind the counter. The last chair rested upside down. Rain moved softly through the gutters and washed the footsteps from the town. The clock above the door said morning, though nobody believed the hymns. We had played through smoke and thunder for 7 people and the rain. Then the wood began to breathe, low beneath our feet. Every wall released a memory, every table found the beat. The drummer laid his sticks beside him. The piano lost a broken key. The bass player closed his tired eyes and leaned against the melody. A woman sleeping near the window lifted up her head and smiled. A man who had not spoken all night started tapping like a child. The ceiling moved with every measure. The floor rose underneath the room. Dust came down from all the rafters, like the house had started blooming. We heard old laughter in the timber, old arguments beneath the paint. Every name once spoken in there returned without a face. When the wood starts breathing, do not ask it to be still. Every room keeps something living long after people leave. When the wood starts breathing, let the old walls have their say. Some songs belong to singers, some belong to where they're played. Bartender opened every window, though the rain was blowing in. He said, "This room has heard enough lies. Let the weather tell the truth." The woman by the window stood up. The silent man began to sing. Not the words that we had written, but something older underneath. Low and wordless, warm and imperfect, never fully in tune. One voice, then two, then every chair and wall. One breath, one room, no difference between us all. When the wood starts breathing, do not ask it to be still. Every room keeps something living long after people leave. When the wood starts breathing, let the old walls have their say. Some songs belong to singers, some belong to where they're played. Maybe music is a doorway that no hand can open twice. Maybe every note is borrowed from the room that gives it life. Maybe we were never playing, maybe we were being played by the weight inside the timber, by the names the floorboard saved. I looked down at my hands and did not know the song. Still every chord arrived as if it had been waiting there. The rain crossed through the windows, the candles bent toward the door, and the room drew one deep breath. When the wood starts breathing, let the final note run long, not to keep the night from ending, not to prove that we were strong. When the wood starts breathing, leave the doorway open wide. Some rules become a memory, some memories remain alive. The wood began to breathe, then slowly let us go. Every chair returned to silence, every wall released the note. By dawn the room was empty, the rain had crossed the floor. One for the road, two for the flame, 7 little chances, and the rain knew my name. The first match died beside the depot. Before the midnight train arrived, I held my coat against the weather and told myself I'd leave this time. The station clock had lost a minute, the ticket man had lost an eye. He said every road out of this county brings a different man back by. 7 matches in the rain, 7 sparks that couldn't stay. Every flame became a warning, every road bent back this way. The second burned behind the courthouse, the third beneath the water tower, the fourth went out beside the graveyard just before the final hour. I kept my money in my left shoe, my father's knife inside my coat, but the river rose across the highway and the ferry lost its ropes. 7 matches in the rain, 7 reasons not to run. Every fire showed the doorway, every doorway came undone. 7 matches in the rain, 7 nights beneath the wire. I kept asking for a signal, but the storm consumed the fire. Match lit her kitchen window, though she had moved 3 years before. For half a breath I saw her standing with one hand resting on the door. The 6th one burned between my fingers till the skin began to shine. I heard the dogs behind the sawmill and the whistle from the mine. No train, no road, no mercy left to borrow. No sign, no flame, no promise for tomorrow. 7 matches in the rain, 7 reasons not to run. Every fire showed the doorway, every doorway came undone. 7 matches in the rain, 7 nights beneath the wire. I kept asking for a signal, but the storm consumed the fire. Was all I carried, the 7th match was all I had. I struck it underneath the awning and watched it tremble in my hand. I could light the road behind me, or the bridge beneath my feet. matches in the rain, the seventh held against the dark. Not enough to see the distance, just enough to see the start. 7 matches in the rain, no training, no goodbye. I dropped the flame into the gutter and walked before it died. No roping back, no voice called out, just 7 clouds above the town, and one man walking south. Chapel stood beyond the fields, with broken glass and rusted wheels. The door gave way beneath my hand, like it had waited where I'd stand. I crossed the dust between the pews, past hymnals split and faded blue. The air was cold, the daylight thin. I pulled the rope and listened in, but the bell wouldn't ring. No matter how hard I tried, the rope burned red across my hands, and heaven stayed quiet. My father brought me here at 10. He said the truth lives somewhere then, between the rafters and the rain, between forgiveness and the blame. I learned the words, I bowed my head. I feared the living and the dead, but every promise turned to smoke the day the old foundation broke, and the bell wouldn't ring. No matter what I confessed, the walls returned my every word, but gave me nothing back. Sleeping down below, I called my mother, called my son. I called until my voice was gone. A crow moved high above the beam, black as the edge of any dream. It watched me pull that fraying line, like grief could somehow answer time. One more pull, one more prayer, one more sound that wasn't there. The bell wouldn't ring, the morning wouldn't move. I gave the room my final breath, and still it held the truth. The bell wouldn't ring, the sky refused to break. Some doors are built to open, some are built to make you wait. Maybe silence is an answer, maybe faith is just a room where the living ask the darkness to explain the empty tomb. Maybe mercy has no thunder, maybe grace arrives too small. Maybe heaven heard me clearly and had nothing left to call. Let the rope fall to the floor. I stopped asking what it was for, and in the quiet through the rain, I heard my own heart speak my name. The bell wouldn't ring, but the rafters started to shake. Not from angels, not from thunder, just the breath I chose to take. The bell wouldn't ring, so I left it where it hung. Some men wait their whole lives for a song that must be sung. The bell stayed still, but I did not. Radio lost the station somewhere west of Baton Rouge. A voice came through the static, soft and broken, sounding like you. I turned the dial in circles, held my breath and drove too slow. Half a second you were with me, then the signal let you go. I heard your name in static, through the wires and the rain, like a ghost inside the dashboard, trying to come home again. Every station turns to silence, every highway stays the same, but somewhere in the static I can almost hear your name. The towers pass like crosses on the shoulders of the road. I carried all our history like an unpaid heavy load. The announcer spoke of weather, then an old guitar began. It was the song we heard together. When you still believe this man. I heard your name in static, through the wires and the rain, can almost hear your name. The living cannot tune. Maybe every lost connection still keeps circling the moon. I heard your name in static as the eastern sky grew pale. Then the signal cleared completely, and your voice became a tale. I turned the old radio off and faced the coming day. But somewhere in the silence, I still hear you fade away. Your name, then nothing. Disturb the sun. A man stirred where the milepost leaned, in a coat too dark for summer air. The light fell straight across his face, but nothing gathered at his feet. No shadow at the crossroads, no mark beneath the sun. He stood as still as judgment, like he knew what I had done. He asked me where I carried home. I pointed west and answered none. He smiled as though he'd heard that lie from every man who chose to run. He named the town where I was born, the room where my first brother died. He named the well behind our house, and what we left buried beside it. I said, you have mistaken me. I never lived beneath that name. He brushed the dust from off his sleeve, and every road became the same. The north road bent into the south, The east road circled through the west. I walked 10 steps in any line and found him waiting where I'd left. No shadow at the crossroads, no footprint in the clay. He never moved to follow me, but never went away. He said a road is not an answer, it only gives your fear more ground. A man can cross 100 borders and carry every room around. I said, what do you want from me? He said, nothing you can give. Then pointed toward the road behind me and asked me why. I still called it leaving. The sun moved west, the air turned red. His face grew young, then old, then mine. Reached the crossing, the man was nowhere in the road, but one long shadow touched the gravel and moved wherever I would go. It crossed the ditch, it climbed the fence, it stretched beyond the county sign. I looked behind to find its owner and saw it joined to mine. Four roads, one shadow, no way through. I woke beneath a water tower with red dust on my coat, a county map inside my pocket, and no memory of the road. The signs had lost their numbers, the fence lines leaned away, but every field looked almost like a place I used to name. Dust knows the way home, even when the traveler does not. It settles on the old road and remembers every step. I followed where the wind was moving, past cotton rows and rusted wire, past a church with one wide window and a chimney without fire. A dog came running from a yard, then stopped and watched me pass like it had seen my younger face, still moving through the grass. Dust knows the way home, it clings to every seam, it finds the roads forgotten and the houses in between. Dust knows the way home, through heat and broken stone. A man may lose the county line, but the dust still knows his bones. At noon I reached a creek crossing where sycamores had split the bank. I knew the shape of every shadow, though I could not name the place. There was a nail inside the bridge post, bent upward through the grain. I touched the scar above my thumb and saw the summer come again. A boy ran barefoot through the water, a woman called him from the door. The picture vanished with the wind, but the dust remained once more. Dust knows a way home. It clings to every seam. It finds the roads forgotten and the houses in between. Dust knows a way home. Through heat and broken stone, a man may lose the county line, but the dust still knows his bones. I thought home was only timber, only names beneath the roof, but ground can keep a language long after memory loses words. The road did not forgive me, the field did not accuse. They only gave the wind a trail and let the dust decide. I emptied out my pockets, let the useless map fall down. The wind lifted one corner, then turned it toward the south. Dust knows a way home. It rose around my feet, it crossed the road before me like someone I should meet. Dust knows a way home. No sign and no command, I followed what the wind remembered until I knew the land. At sundown, by the cedar fence, the dust knew who I was. Before the mill released its smoke, with borrowed boots and 17, and every road I'd never seen. My mother stood beside the gate. She never begged me once to wait. She only said the ground is wide, but every river keeps a side. Follow rails through nameless towns where factory lights burned heaven down. I learned to sleep through passing trains and hide my face from window panes. I traded daylight for a wage, then spent my youth like borrowed change. But every night beneath the noise, that water spoke in my father's voice. It called me low. He called me slow through iron rain and radio. The river kept my name when I had worn it thin. It carried what I ran from and brought it home again. The river kept my name crossed 100 borders, but the water stayed the same. house leaned toward the road. The porch had lost the weight it held. The kitchen clock refused to move, as if the years had missed the room. I found her coat behind the door, the blue one she had always worn, and in the pocket, folded small, a map that never left it all. Call me slow, past every place I used to know. The river kept my name, and I had worn it then. It carried what I ran from and brought it home again. The river kept my name. Crossed 100 borders, but the water stayed the same. I thought a man could leave his past like smoke escaping through the glass, but smoke comes down when the air turns cold and every current circles home. My nail where the bank had broken through, the water brown, the evening blue. I said my name into the wind and heard the river speak it back again. The river kept my name when no one else could tell. It held the boy I buried and the man who never left. The river kept my name, not clean, not free from blame, just written in the moving dark, spoken through the rain. So I laid my empty hands where the water met the land. No promise and no claim, just the river and my name. Chapel doorway with white flowers in her hands. Every face turned toward the aisle. Every man removed his hat. Her dress moved softly over timber, like a cloud that feared the rain. But one black thread ran through the fabric, from her shoulder to the train. One black thread in her white dress, one truth nobody named. The room was full of celebration, but the thread remained. Her mother fixed the veil behind her. Her sister held the silver ring. Preacher opened up his book and asked the room to rise and sing. She smiled when every eye was watching. She breathed when every head was bowed. But when the organ held one note, she whispered someone else's name. groom stood waiting by the altar with summer dust upon his shoes. He knew the town had heard the story, but not the part she could not lose. He took her hand without a question, felt the cold beneath her glove. Some people marry out of promise, some because they still need love. One black thread in her white dress, running where the light could see, a narrow line between the living and who she used to be. One black thread in her white dress, stitched beneath the flower's breath. No one asked what she was carrying from the other side of grief. The chair stood empty near the window, with a ribbon tied in blue. No card explained who should have sat there, but everybody knew. Her brother stared into the floorboards. Her father watched the weather turn. Outside, a row of paper lanterns bent above the grass and burned. The vows were read, the rings were passed. The future entered through the past. One black thread in a white dress, running where the light could see, a narrow line between the living and who she used to be. One black thread in a white dress, stitched beneath the flower's breath. No one asked what she was carrying from the other side of grief. Maybe joy and grief are sisters, wearing colors we decide. Maybe every room of laughter keeps another room inside. Maybe love is not erasure, maybe vows cannot replace every name that came before us, every absence at the table. When the preacher asked for silence, she reached beneath the folded lace, pulled the black thread from her shoulder and held it gently in her hand. She did not hide it, she did not break it, she tied it underneath the ring. One black thread in a white dress, no longer hidden from the room. She wore the day she had been given and the life that came before. One black thread in a white dress, dark against the morning light. Not a stain and not a warning, just a grief she would not hide. The flowers turned toward evening, the thread stayed through the night. Paid my dues in full, boys. Somebody check that man's account. I met the devil downtown in a red and rented suit. He said, son, I've heard about you. temptation on the table, said the price was just my name. I gave him every bad decision. Now the devil owes me change. The devil owes me change. I paid too much in pain. I gave him all my good intentions, and he spent them in the rain. Now he hides when I come knocking, like he never knew my name. I've been cheated by the darkness, and the devil owes me change. I lost a week in Memphis, lost a year in New Orleans, lost a woman in Chicago for a pocket full of dreams. Every hand I played was crooked, every promise was the same. I put my whole life on the table. Now the devil owes me change. Oh, the devil owes me change. I paid too much in pain. I gave him all my good intentions, and he spent them in the rain. Now he hides when I come knocking, like he never knew my name. I've been cheated by the darkness, and the devil owes me change. When judgment starts collecting, tell the angels I've been robbed. I'm not asking for salvation, just the money from the job. The devil owes me change and interest on my shame. I've been burning through the midnight just to keep alive the flame. So open up your ledger, put some mercy by my name. I have paid enough for sorrow, and the devil owes me change. Keep the receipt, boys. I may need it where I'm going. Bartender pulled the chairs up, swept the broken glass away. He said, friend, you've had enough now. There is nothing left to say. The jukebox lost its color, the neon lost its glow. I watched the room grow honest when there was nowhere left to go. When the last bar closes your pain. But when the last bar closes, you must face yourself again. I had spent 10 years pretending you were waiting somewhere near. Every woman wore your shadow, every song became a mirror. But tonight your face looked different. In the bottom of my glass, not a promise, not a warning, just a picture from the past. When the last bar closes and the night gives back the street, every lie becomes much louder. Every memory finds a seat. You can hide behind the whiskey, you can dance around your pain. But when the last bar closes, you must face yourself again. I stepped outside without you. The air was cold and clean. For the first time in forever, you were only 17. In an old and fading photograph, not a ghost beneath my skin. I could love what we had once been without needing it again. When the last bar closes, there is still a road ahead. There are mornings made for living. There are words best left unsaid. I will carry what you gave me, but I'll lay aside the blame. When the last bar closes, I can walk back home again. The bartender killed the last light. Dawn was waiting at the door. I heard the lock turn behind me and did not look back anymore. There's one chair facing west at the edge of the porch, where the boards have turned silver and the paint is worn off. I leave it where you left it, though the seasons lean and pass, with one leg on the shadow and one leg in the grass. The road has lost your footprints, the gate has lost your hand, the weeds have covered every place where your old suitcase had stood. Still every evening settles with your shape against the light, and the chair keeps facing westward like it knows you'll come by night. I don't call it waiting, I don't call it faith, I just never found a reason to turn that chair away. The neighbor stopped there asking, the letter stopped as well. Even your brother learned to speak as though he couldn't tell. I keep the kitchen window open when the air begins to cool. Sometimes the curtain moves like someone who has forgotten every rule. I've moved the table twice now, I've changed the bedroom walls, I've sold the winter blankets and taken down your photographs, but that chair remains untouched where the fading sunlight bends. Some things look like furniture until they learn to be your friends. I don't call it waiting, I don't call it hope, I just never learned the language of a house that lets you go. Maybe you found another river, maybe you forgot this town, maybe the road kept moving and you never turned around. Maybe there was no last promise, no secret left unsaid. Maybe some doors closed softly long before we know they did. Tonight the sky went copper and the fields became a stain. For one breath I heard your footsteps moving lightly through the rain, but the gate remained unbroken and the road remained alone. The dark came down around me like a roof without a home. So I sat beside the empty chair until the stars withdrew. One chair still facing west and one still facing you.